up on a farm and always enjoyed it. I guess it's what you say, it's in your blood.
There's not a whole lot better job to have than to be able to work with your family on, on your own property. It's kind of a dream job.
We all enjoy doing this, but it's a business. You have to be profitable at it, some capacity.
Yeah. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates and it'll pay us back.
You gotta be able to plan early. I mean, that's key. Maybe this is the field to hit 400. I don't know. I'm sure the hell gonna try.
Every year, the American corn farmers do battle, not just against unfavorable markets, mechanical challenges, the weather, and Mother Nature itself, but they engage in a contest against each other to see who can grow the most corn per acre.
I plant corn.
All the cuss words, just all of them all at once.
Now nothing works.
We're kind of down until we figure out what's going on here.
Previously on Corn Wars.
Truthfully, the most important thing is Mother Nature. I mean, the 2-3-inch rains don't kill us. It's the 4, 5, 6-inch rains that really can wipe us out with the river bottoms.
Right now, massive flooding is impacting southern Indiana. Water is swallowing streets, railroad tracks, vehicles, and buildings.
We had 10 inches in 8 hours. Water was probably 3 feet higher than our head right here, running across. And it did that for 3 days. It just flat out sucked, fellas. That's all I can say. Kind of reality check. Oh, you should have seen the traffic when I brought that cultivator, that big tractor down today. I bet there was 50 vehicles behind it. Grain farmers got to be the most stubborn people in the world to do this year in, year out, go through the misery of flooding and drought, low grain prices, and do this every year. It's kind of a special breed of people. We started planting corn there the first time, April 14th, and I think it was April 27th, 28th, we got bombarded with 3-day total of about 14 inches of rain, and most of that come the first night. We had about 9, 10 inches that first night in about 10 hours. Fields were 6 feet, 8 feet under with like 20-mile-an-hour water current going across it. So, I mean, there's just really surprising that in 8 hours that everything could be totally devastated that quick. Got replanted, crops looking really, really good right now. Replanted May 15th. About a month later than I really wanted to be. Our tissue samples are really good. Got good color, growing good. Got some nice warm days coming up. Hitting on all cylinders right now. The whole corn crop probably looks as good as what it's ever looked.
This is Corn Wars.
Okay, I think we're ready to move.
Now nothing works.
Corn Wars, so we'll be duking it out. That's right. So we're kind of down until we figure out what's going on here.
I guess it's what you say, it's in your blood.
About all of our no-till beans got hit with the slugs this year. Yeah, slugs. I know it's hard to believe. It's actually the first time I've ever seen a slug problem in our area. We thought we were done a week ago, but guess what? Here we are, replanting beans again. So I think total we replanted all but 30 acres of our crop this year, corn and beans. So everything has basically been replanted this year. So hopefully today will be the final day of planting 2017. We got a lake up above us, about 4 or 5 miles, Patoka Lake up there. And depending on how full it is how brave we get down into the river bottoms. So we've been done planting corn by the 25th of April, or been done with everything by the 25th of April. And we've been done by June 15th before. I told the wife, I said, well, why don't we just give up that rent ground and tile some of our river bottoms every year, make them more productive, and we can be closer at home, and it's our own ground. So we always knew this ground was really good, but you know, the last time it was tiled was probably my grandpa and them did it 30, 40 years ago, old clay tile. So we went out there, tiled it, laid it on 25-foot centers. Every year before this, prior to this year, it was our last planting ground because it just laid wet. We thought, well, heck, we'll just tile that and see how it goes. Ultimately, I think this is going to be our best ground. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks really good right now on the replant. Yeah, you can see that corn over there starting to roll up a little bit. Getting kind of dry around here. We got a stand, really good stand, even, probably as even as we've ever had. Our tissue samples are climbing, which is another good thing. So if Mother Nature can give us some timely rains, we should be doing pretty good for the corn wars. Coming for you, David. Said you name it this year, it's what can go wrong has gone wrong for us this year, but you know what? That's what makes farming great. You adapt, improvise, and overcome. Or you just go bankrupt. One of the two. Where the river broke out, went across it, it took out all the way down to the tile, where it took the dirt out. So pretty significant amount of water, headwater running across that pretty fast to do something like that. Our next chance of rain, I think, is Tuesday. And it's not a great chance, I don't think. But I did hear National Weather does have us above normal temperatures and above normal precip, so get these babies up and let it rain. We got 95% of our corn is sitting at that V4, V5, V6 stage. We're setting phenomenal roots right now. I'm not too crazy about the overly cool nights we've had. Oh, we probably averaged 53 to 56 the last 6-7 days for lows. Now that they got 90, I think they're calling Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday 93, 94, and 90 for us. So it'll be our first warm weather of the year. And the corn kind of needs it. Give it a shot in the butt there and get its butt going. We better have significant root structure to help carry us on that hot and dry conditions. You know, we follow your feed. Even being, you know, 10,000 more seeds out there than what our neighbors do. We run a lot of fulvic and humic acids there to help. Can't win without rain. So set yourself up to buy you that 4 or 5 extra days, and you hope to God that you get a rain and makes you feel good that what you put down might have gained you 20, 25 extra bushels. Nothing on our farm from year to year is the same. I mean, not everything's the same, I should say. We always tweak something. Some years a lot more than others. Don't let yourself be the yield robber of your crop. You know, do everything that you can to make a crop, and then Mother Nature works with you. You're going to grow a phenomenal crop, and if you don't, well, you don't. So, been pretty good in the, just like the yield contest, we've been doing pretty good in it. What's the matter, Johnny? Hang on a second. Yeah. Fell completely off. Which one? Huh? Can you fold up and finish it or not? Well, go ahead and run without it. We'll try to get gooms. We'll try to load it up on the truck. Oh, it's falling apart. Just trying to finish up. That just sucks. Schmitty, let's go load that on back to your truck. I think we can get that. Pretty heavy.
It is over about it.
There, let it down. Let it,
I got this in.
you know, we're down to 30, 40 acres to run. Shit like that happens. Just another thing to fix. Oh well. So we'll throw it on the back of that Gooms' truck there. Get it out of the way. What do you want to do with it? We'll put it up or just let it like that?
We can put it up, it don't matter.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we better. Want it coming off. You don't want it coming off again.
Yeah. There. Oh, and we're 20 miles from our shop, so hopefully finish up with one basket missing. Yeah, it shouldn't go nowhere. You notice I said shouldn't. We treat basically darn near every field different. And we've learned that actually through the contest and pulling tissue samples. Just because you got higher soil samples of, like, say, phosphorus in this farm over here does not mean that the plant is able to pick it up. Your ratios could be different, and that's what we stick our money in. You know, we don't put a ton of nitrogen out anymore. We realize that Nitrogen is not our limiting factor. You see the rust on it? One of the baskets on our field cultivator fell off. I did like everybody else would do. Finish it. We'll fix it this summer when we're done planting. I'm gonna make these a little bit deeper. I think it looks better, don't it? By a cornfield and think it looks great, but be missing zinc and boron, and you're costing yourself 30 bushel. You know, you just don't know until you start pulling tissue samples to really know what's going on in that plant and find out when the uptake is needed. All I can tell you is it's green. Dog-eat-dog world, you hate to say it, I mean, but and these low commodity prices are making it that way. We got to have a better price on this corn, or it really ain't worth it anymore. It's $500, $550 an acre, real easy, you know, to plant a crop. The bad thing is it's all up front. You know, we don't know what kind of yield we're going to get. You know, we hope and pray. You know, there's no guarantees in it until it's until it's hauled off the farm. You know, so that's why we got to try to get as much bushels as we can and be the most efficient that we can. Stay in the game. You know, we need to see $5 corn. Bottom line is around here we have to grow 200 bushel corn to make any money at all. It's kind of hard to do that on all these acres. So it's not just us, it's a total teamwork effort from the seed to the fertilizer guys to the specialty stuff. A crop insurance guy, really happy where we're at. They do a really good job with us. The good thing is I'm out doing what I love to do every day. I'm my own boss besides my banker. This is my party right here. It's just game on, that's all I can say. We want that 20 around, 48 long ears. So, the big boys. Corn looks good, but you can always look better. I don't care what you do, there's always going to be a limiting factor. And as long as I know we did the best we could, there was nothing that we could have done to prevent that aborting, then I'm 100% fine with that. If we get past it, I'll be a pretty happy guy here in DuBois. That bottom has always been planted in April, so this is the first time in almost 70 years. Well, it was planted, but the first time we will ever harvest a crop down there that was planted in May, I should say. Well, I think we could have 400, 500 acres of contest corn. You just can only get your head beat into the wall so many times, you know, and you do everything that you know is right. You know, if we took our 2x2 and our in-furrow off, we can plant 31 acres an hour. But with our 2x2 and in-furrow, we average 11 acres an hour. Just like down that river bottom where you lost your GoPro, it's just 80 acres down there. Should have been able to plant that 2.5, 3 hours. I think we were down there for 11 hours. Now we got pretty good looking corn, and I got the eye of the tiger back now, so we'll dance, I guess you'd say it. Corn wars, that's what it is. David threw a jab, cut me with a knife. Got a little too close to him there, you know. This might have been a blessing. We only had one number that I said that looked good enough that had a chance for 350 bushel, 400 bushel corn. Well, now we got 400 or 500 acres, I think, that would have that has the stand potential. Remember what David said when he broke his record there? Somebody asked him, said, David, when did you know that you had a shot at the record? And David said, when the corn come up, I seen the stand. So he had a nice even stand, and that's kind of, we're in kind of the same boat. You know, we feel that we got as even a stand as we've ever had across basically all of our acres. I am scared about having all that corn at one time, but you know, we're kind of spread out just a little bit, so maybe if one farm misses the rain, the other farm will. So I don't know, I'm just kind of pumped up right now. It's, like I said, eye of the tiger again. Pick up turkeys in the morning and go watch Emmy play softball tomorrow. So that's about all I live for. I tell you what, that's probably got me in the best mood, even more than the farming. Go watch the kids play softball. Got kind of high expectations.